Sen, the two bronze medalists from the 2021 World Championships in Huelva, and lead off in the first round. That's how strong the competition is. Well, I would expect it to be strong because this is the fourth of four Super 1000 events. Of course, Antonsen won his third World Championship medal just over a week ago in Copenhagen. It was another bronze. So this is the top quarter of the draw, and you can see that the gold medalist from the 2021 World Championships, Lakshya, has come through the left-handed Christophe Popov of France. Incidentally, our last match of the day will be Victor Antonsen against Doyo of Indonesia. So also another match to come from this top quarter of the men's singles draw. Sadly, in this top half of the draw, we lost two players. The newly crowned reigning world champion, Antonsen, the number 3 seed, and also the silver medalist from the 2021 World Championships, Kidambi Shrikant. Both of those players pulling out. I can understand Antonsen has probably not been on the badminton court terribly much. Since winning that world title, I've been seeing clips of him on social media, actually on breakfast shows, television shows, guest appearances, did some dancing, did some singing. He's got a nice voice, hasn't he, Steen?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, but not much practice, so I can understand why he's pulled out of this event. The number 2 seed, we welcome back Anthony Ginting after his family bereavement. He has played in this tournament twice since the World Tour inception in 2018. He's been in 2 finals. But here come our 2 players for today's match, led out by Anders Antonsen. The Dane against Lakshya Sen of India. Now I can tell you, as with our previous match, this will be a third meeting between these opponents, and as with our previous match, it's 1 win apiece. But the last time they met was in the second round of the World Championships earlier this year. And Anders Antonsen won 2 13-15 minutes. So I think you can help me out here, Steen. Lakshya Sen won the toss of the coin and chose ends, was that right?
No, I think Antonsen won and chose ends.
Okay.
He chose to start on the far side.
Right, thank you for that. So, Anders Antonsen, he's 26 years of age now, and 6'1", and he's making his third appearance here in Changzhou. And he was a semi-finalist the last time this event was staged in 2019, lost out to Anthony Sinisuka Ginting in that semi-final. Gone up 2 places on the world ranking. That was last week. I assume the new world rankings have just been published. They should have been published an hour ago. And he has been as high as 2, as you can see, whereas his opponent, Lakshya Sen, who turned 22 last month from Almora, on the southern ridge of the Himalayan foothills. He has been as high as 6, a total of 3 weeks across 2 different spells, but he's currently 12 on the world ranking. Well, I did my world rankings before I came down to the stadium here, because the internet is unreliable, I think is the way to put it. And therefore, I did them before the world rankings were published, if they've been published yet. So, considering there's not been a tournament for the top players in the week between the World Championships and now, I'd be very surprised if these world rankings changed much. It depends whether tournaments have dropped off the world ranking, because it is a rolling 12-month period that the best 10 tournament results over
Ready to
that
play?
12-month period are taken into account. And that in itself is quite interesting, because Lakshya Sen has played 20 ranking tournaments over the last 12 months, whereas Antonsen just 14. And he did spend an awfully long time injured. There's his coach, Joachim Pearson, former Danish player, left-hander. So van Horenbeck of Belgium is our umpire for this one. And Chu Xianyun from China, our service judge. Well, before the game gets underway, a quick fun fact for you, Steen. 2 meetings between these 2 players, both in the second round of the All England, and both in 2 straight games.
Yeah.
First time they've met outside of Birmingham.
Yeah, and I think this year that was where Lakshya had gone through this nasal surgery. And we didn't really know that, or weren't alert to it, so
No.
I at least wondered what happened, because he was not really at his best in that period around Christmas, probably a couple of months before and some months after.
Well, he won gold at the Commonwealth Games, and I think shortly after that, I understand it was about August, he had the nasal surgery for a blocked nasal canal. But it took him some while to get back to his form, didn't it? But as you say, Steen, we weren't really aware of it. Kept the whole procedure fairly quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lakshya Sen, India. And on my left, Anders Antonsen, Denmark. Anders Antonsen to serve. Love all. Play.
So the 2 bronze medalists from the 2021 World Championships in Huelva meet in the first round of this China Open. That's landed on the line.
1 love.
Now, I remember a couple of weeks ago, Steen, asking you about the qualities of Anders Antonsen, and you talked about his tactical awareness.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I'm going to ask you the same question about Lakshya Sen. What would you say
Serve
was his outstanding qualities?
1
What makes him
all.
special?
Super speedy,
Yep.
footwork, good retrieval skills, and some change of paces, some injection of pace, and an attack that's really hard to read for the opponents, because it comes with such a quick racket
Sen
movement,
challenges.
racket release.
Called in.
So he's very, very steep.
Well, first challenge of this match. I thought it probably just clicked the line,
Yeah.
and indeed it did.
Challenge
So that's a
unsuccessful.
wasted challenge.
1 challenge remaining. Service over. 2.
So just
1.
explain a little bit more about that grip and the
Play.
quick release.
Yeah, when his smash hitting movement, it's almost like his arm stops high over his head, and the racket does the rest of the trick, or the forearm, and that makes the smash very steep and hard to judge, because you normally
3,
judge
1.
from body position and the way the arm moves and so on. Also a little bit on sound, actually.
Yeah.
So that's quite hard to read for the opponent. Obviously also just normal smashes, as we saw there.
Neither player wants to lift. Forced to there. Missed it.
There it was. But
White court, please.
off the mark.
4-1.
Well, Lakshya Sen really seemed to mark his return to top form by winning the Canadian Open earlier this year, beat Li Shifeng in the final, and of course Li Shifeng won the All England title earlier this year. And Antonsen himself has had success winning the Korean Open 500. And prior to that, he'd been in the Singapore Open final. That was his first World Tour final for 18 months because he's been beset with injury problems, the Dane. Groin injury, back injury, I understand, as well, was there?
Yeah, and then I think something
Serve,
in his stomach as well, where he feared it might be the old injury that was resurfacing. Yeah, so he's had his fair share of problems, but I think if we look at 2023 as a whole, then I think he is reasonably satisfied with how quick he's come back to good form, Antonsen.
Well, especially, I mean, you look at the last 6 tournaments, 2 finals in his last 6 tournaments,
yeah.
Plus, of course, the World Championship bronze medal, his 3rd medal. I think that definitely says he's getting back towards his best form.
Yeah. And I think the World Championships, that's the best I've seen him play for a long while.
Fault.
Oh, it's called a fault.
Serve over.
Presumably taking the shuttle before it had crossed over the net. Let's have another look at that. Here we go. Oh, I think that's a good call by the umpire.
I think they've actually practiced against each other in Anders' childhood club in Aarhus. I know that Lakshya Sen was spending some time in Aarhus practicing. So
Serve.
almost certain
4,
that they
5.
have been practicing together there.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Missed it. That's 3 smashes he's missed already.
Serve.
So half of Antonsen's points have come from
4.
Lakshya Sen's missed attacking shots.
Yeah. It could be a sign of something that could be of significance for the match, because I think Antonsen obviously has the better reach of the two, and Lakshya the better movement.
7, 4.
So shot quality could easily be a case in this match here. Who settles in quicker in the arena and can place the shuttles close to the line without making errors.
Yeah, now that's a good smash. Found his range with that one.
5,
Anoop
7.
Lakshya's
Do it with your
coach.
foot.
Yeah, and I talked to Shrita when we checked into
It's okay.
the hotel here next to the dinosaur park in the city, and he said they hadn't been home for a very long time because they only got back on Tuesday from the World Championships, and they arrived on Saturday here, and they had to leave from Delhi, where they had to get their visas and so on. And I think they're based in Bangalore.
Serve,
I'm not totally
serve.
certain.
8, 5.
Yeah, I think they're based in Bangalore at the Prakash Academy.
Yeah. So maybe 2 days of practice or so.
That's just wide.
Serve. 6, 8.
Wow, that's good follow-up. Well, a look from Antonsen. What on
7,
earth was all
8.
that about? Gave his opponent a very hard stare. Now the shuttle was dead, in other words, it had hit the floor. That's the end of the rally before he touched the net.
Was it that he
aimed at his
put it
opponent?
away so hard, or what? I mean,
I don't know. Well, Antonsen wasn't happy about something.
yeah.
Eight all.
It's going wide. And the first time in the match,
9,
Lakshya Sen
8.
has been in the lead.
If you see it again, yeah, look how quickly he comes forward, Lakshya. He was almost falling over in terms of eagerness to go forward.
Nice.
Service over. 9 all.
And he needed that, I think, Antonsen, I felt for the last, well, the majority of this opening game. He's been a little passive, he's been a little reactive. I'd like to see Antonsen perhaps being a little more proactive in commanding the rallies.
But it's difficult for him because he's playing with the drift.
This is a better rally. Nice. Oh, that's so well worked by Lakshya Sen.
Service
My
over.
goodness me.
10, 9.
5 of the last 6 points to Lakshya.
We talked about it earlier in the men's doubles, the quality of the play here in the first round. It started out a little bit slow here, but it took only a quarter of a game or so. Now we have high quality badminton. Even though it's the first round here, that's amazing.
That's going wide. So, from
11-9
a
interval.
5-8 deficit, Lakshya Sen goes to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage. Quite extraordinary, 6 of 7 points. And 11 minutes. That game interval. What a turnaround by Lakshya Sen.
एक बार ओवरहेड से हाफ मैच मैच वैसे ही फोरहैंड से भी एक मैच हाफ मैच ही मैच तो जिसका ब्लॉक पूछा जाएगा उसको बैक मैच और कोई दिक्कत नहीं है आराम से खेल एक टाइम वेट फॉर चांस एंड देन किस
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, the first thing that Antonsen has got to do is
11-9.
stop this run of points.
Blake.
6 of the last 7 to this man, Lakshya Sen. And he's really earned those points, hasn't he? I think he's upped his game. There was 1 or 2 errors at the start of this match.
Yeah, it was like you counted, he had 3 smashes that then went wide.
Yeah.
And, give him at least 2 of them, then it's a convincing lead. Good defense. That was actually clever
12,
play by
9.
Lakshya Sen there. He was playing at a fantastic pace, not really getting anywhere. And then suddenly leaving all the initiative to Antonsen, saying, come on, hit me. I heard before the interval, I heard Joachim Persson say something about putting pressure on the long forehand of Lakshya Sen. And I think it's a good idea. I just think it's difficult to put too much pressure on Antonsen playing with the drift.
That's gone wrong.
Serves over. 10, 12.
Are we convinced about this drift? Because I've counted 3 that Laksha's hit long from this near side of the court.
Yeah, I think so, because Antonsen is more or less playing downwards all the time, keeping the shuttle low.
Well taken.
11, 12.
Oh, that's good follow-up. Very, very quick.
Serves
Lakshya
over.
Sen.
13,
That's a mental
11.
stress factor for his opponents, that they know that he is so quick coming forward, that the accuracy of the defense has to be spot on, otherwise big problems this time. Yep, Hans Antonsen.
Another one goes wrong with the back
Serves
line.
over. 12, 13.
Oh, that's a service error.
Serves over. 14, 12.
Yeah, it's a nice angle.
Serves over. Yes. Line judge. Line judge.
Not sure if you call that a half smash or a fast
13,
drop.
Yeah,
14.
that's difficult.
It was jolly effective anyway.
Yeah. Or a neutralizing shot. Something in between those 3 things.
Yeah.
All.
Oh, changed his mind. Oh,
That was super lucky.
well,
Antonsen
Antonsen is
challenges,
challenging.
call in.
Called in, wasn't it in by quite a bit? That one?
Well, I know it was, the line of the shuttle was going way out.
Yeah,
so
it was. That's why I said it
Hit
was
the-
super lucky.
yeah, hit the top of the tape. Cool goods. Antonsen looking up at the giant screen, waiting for Hawkeye. for Hawkeye. And this is a crucial stage of this opening game. Well, we need to get it right.
In comparison, he grew up in Germany.
Might be no decision that it
Coach of
stays in.
Antonsen, he's not satisfied.
If there's no decision by IRS, then it stays in. Yeah, yeah.
Umpire just
Yeah, yeah, but
explaining to Antonsen if there's no decision from the instant review system, the IRS, then the decision of the line judge remains, and
Yeah.
that is exactly what the rule says. Good umpiring, just quietly explaining to the players that's the situation.
No decision.
Initial call stands.
Service over. 15-14.
It's said on the
If
board.
IRS gives no decision, the initial decision stands. If IRS can't reproduce, then it's no decision. Then the initial decision stands. That's the rule.
Yep, he's quite right.
But in my opinion, he shouldn't be charged with a challenge.
There's no decision, so that
No,
won't
he-
change.
No, he shouldn't
All right.
lose a challenge because he's not been proved wrong or right.
Exactly. I don't know if it's just our graphics and the graphic here in the arena that shows it.
No. The rule is when IRS gives no decision, then it's the original decision stands. That's a technical question. I can't answer that.
And the umpire should not go into that
That's a good
discussion.
question,
No.
but that you have to ask Hawkeye. All right, we get to play now.
But he definitely should not lose a challenge
No.
because
Anders,
the
play.
challenge has not been proved right or wrong. So play resumes. Oh, that was going wide, wasn't it?
– 16-14.
Had Antonsen been using a challenge before this one?
No, not that I was aware of.
No.
Oh. Well, that's amazing defence from Lakshya Sen. My goodness me. Brilliant. What a good rally.
Serves over. 15-16.
Yeah. There's the drift
Serves
coming into
over.
play.
17-15.
Missed it. Oh, he's
Lakshya
challenging.
Sen challenges, called out.
Lakshya Sen is challenged. I saw that as a fraction wide.
Yeah, I agree. I can tell you in the match center, the previous no
Challenge
decision in the challenge has
unsuccessful.
not been registered.
No challenges
Antonsen
remaining.
has been charged,
Serves
challenge.
over. 16-17.
So Lakshya Sen has no challenges left.
He has no
Antonsen
challenges.
has two.
He should have two, in my opinion, but
Late.
he's been challenged one on the BWF match center here.
Yeah, that's not right, in our humble opinion. Because he hasn't been proved wrong.
No.
Oh, what a net shot. That is fantastic.
Service over. 18-16.
It's long at the back line.
Service over. 17-18.
Forward again. Oh my goodness. That's wide. Ooh, and a little bit of frustration
Serves over.
almost boiling over with the Dane.
19-17.
So a 2-point advantage for Lakshya Sen, and 2 points away from this opening game.
Service over. 18-19.
Well, Lakshya wouldn't have been able to challenge even if he wanted to.
No.
Yeah, this is crucial. 19 or game point opportunities.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
it's game point opportunities.
Service
Good
over.
shot.
20. Game point 18.
So 2 game point opportunities for Lakshya Sen. Oh, he was quick forward there, Antonsen. Missed it.
Service over.
That's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
19-20. Now do it with your foot quickly. It's okay. Thank you.
Good flick serve.
Missed it.
Was a
And that's
challenge here
Antonsen
from
challenges
Antonsen because it was called
eight.
good.
It looked really, really close. I think he might have missed it.
No, I have a feeling he may have missed it too. What an opportunity. And it's well wide. So a good challenge
Correction,
from
out.
Antonsen. And it is 20 all,
20
and therefore extra
all.
points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
Play.
So it will be a third game
Serves
point
over.
opportunity for India's Lakshya Sen.
21-20.
Good return of serve. My goodness, he was quick on that.
Serve's over. 21 all. Yes.
Good lift off that spinning net shot. Yeah, it was an excellent smash from Lakshya Sen, straight down the line, but what amazing defence from
22.
Antonsen. Take a look at this.
21.
A perfect block in response and after saving 3 game point opportunities. Now the Dane has an opportunity to take game number 1.
Yes. Yes. What? Yeah.
Well, this is where I think it's unnecessary time wasting, Steen. I mean, we've had all this tension and build-up in these game point opportunities. We've had 3 already, all in favour of Lakshya Sen. We now have a game opportunity for the Dane, and we've had this long pause because the players wanted to tell down, and then the court mopping happens, and we've lost the tension. So, on his first game point opportunity, Antonsen converts
First game
against
won by
Lakshya Sen.
Antonsen, 23-21.
Umpire confirming 23-21. 30 minutes for that opening game.
Han skal lige sluge den her film, og hvis du kan være der fuldstændig. Hvad skal der ske på den her side? Det er ikke nemt at løfte dig overfra. Herover? Ja. Nej, fordi altså, vi har haft det samme egentlig her. Altså, prøv at se virkelig at hæve, altså at se, om han bliver en lille smule for passiv, eller står og hænger i det her første sæt, og ikke lige er der 100%. Fordi så kan du godt lige blive som her lidt i starten. Der er ingen tvivl om, han vil prøve at komme med.
टफ साइड से यू ऑलमोस्ट फिनिश एक पॉइंट के लिए खेलो एंड एज मच एज पॉसिबल जस्ट रिमाइंड योरसेल्फ टू कॉम्प्लीट योरसेल्फ बीच में एज मच एज पॉसिबल रिमाइंड योरसेल्फ बाकी काम इधर से एक बीच में हमारा दैट वाज क्वाइट वेल ऊपर नेट से होल्ड लिफ्ट सब कुछ अच्छा जा रहा है स्पेशली फोरहैंड से बट उधर पे थोड़ा ध्यान रखना कि बैक हैंड से थोड़ा शायद उस तरफ जाएगा बैट वो थोड़ा ध्यान में रखना बस और कुछ नहीं प्ले फ्रीली क्रॉस अंदर ही आएगा never mind.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. All right.
Well, he weathered the storm, did Antonsen in that opening game, surviving 3 game points against this man, Lakshya Sen.
Love all. Play.
(23-21) that opening game.
Yeah, it was like that
One
missed
love.
opportunity out where he had the sitter at the net, Lakshya Sen, that sort of
affected him or threw him, or certainly disturbed him.
the remaining rallies. I think Antonsen looked better of the two.
Wide.
1-all.
And judge slightly hesitant. So, do you think that those missed opportunities, especially that missed sitter, could badly affect this second game as far as Lakshya Sen is concerned?
I think there's a chance because there's a long way home now.
Yeah.
He lost on the better side. He attacked a whole lot, and he's going to still have to attack here to get back in the match the way I see it. It would be so easy to let your mind wander and say, okay, next match, Loki New, who matches my speed. If I win that, could possibly be Axelsen. And we have not really been home that long for the World Championships. There's not a long time until another medal event in the Asian Games and so on. So he needs to really find some mental strength. Lakshya Sen. Plus, I think Antonsen must be fired up, surviving 3 game points and winning on the presumably more difficult side. Good shot.
Yeah, very nice shot.
Serves over. 3-all.
Well, you talk about possible opponents for the winner of this match. And you mentioned Victor Axelsen. Of course, we will be watching him a little later on. Our last match of today. I'm not sure you'll be with me any longer there, Steen, but I will certainly be watching it. And Victor Axelsen, despite being the #1 seed, or seeded in both previous appearances in Changzhou, in this arena, has not got past the second round. So, you know, there's no foregone conclusions.
There isn't.
It's all wide open.
I think some of the Danish media has alluded to the fact that this is one of the tournaments that he hasn't won. The China Open, either in Fuzhou or here. And he said that it's not so easy. It's not an easy place to play.
No, and of course, if he was to
4-3.
win the China Open, then he's completed a career Grand Slam of Super 1000 events. Nice angle. Yeah. Loose block, and therefore the easy put away.
4-all.
So what's Lakshya Sen got to concentrate on here, Steen, to get back into this match?
Yeah,
I mean, he's within the rallies, but I mean, you've got to look at how you're going to win the match from here.
Yeah, it's
5,
quite difficult,
4.
I think, because it's Anders that he's facing, and Anders is so good at tailoring his game to the opponent, because I think he's got to do the same as in the first game. He's got to get on the attack, play with a lot of variation, win the net game, and of course follow up when the opportunities arise. But it's more difficult because he has to be more careful playing the backcourt of Antonsen. So I would be surprised if Antonsen is not overcovering the front court. I think he's been playing some good defense in the first game. I would assume that that he can do it again here in the second. The danger for the Dane is that he becomes a little bit too passive and says, okay, I can play the full court. So I'm going to do that and leave the attack to Sen. He's got good control so far. The Indian moving Antonsen nicely.
Yeah, that's a good rally.
I think here Antonsen needs to take some of those chances where Sen plays a little bit too short, because otherwise it won't matter that Sen is playing with the drift and has trouble finding in the backcourt. If Antonsen is not smashing anyway, well, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Then it could actually be an advantage, because he would have trouble sort of adjusting his clears and lifts.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, got the net cord. Yeah.
Service over.
Deflected
6
on the attacking
all.
shot from Antonsen.
Yes.
That's well left. My
Service
goodness me.
over. 7-6.
In all honesty, Steen, I think the lengthways drift is minimal.
Yeah? I'm not sure.
Well, I think there's more gone out the
Service
back of
over.
the far side of the court than has the near
7-0.
side
Yeah,
in this match.
yeah. I agree on that. But I think perhaps it's because the players from the far side are a little bit more careful. Defense again.
Service over. 8-7.
Yeah. It started
9-7.
with a good flick serve, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, just wide.
Service over. 8-9. Service
That was
over.
careless from Antonsen.
10-8.
So
11-8
late,
interval.
Antonsen. The indecision costing him dear, and it means that Lakshya Sen has a 3-point advantage here in this second game.
Være noget eller hvor du lige til at køre på rundt, men også lige til sidst par du er trukket mere fra. Stadig har baglinjen. Og så
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So
11-8.
the advantage.
Late.
Did you catch any of the coaching? Yeah, it was very little, but one of the things I heard Joachim Persson say was that I think that Anders shouldn't play hard smashes because he could not get through with it. And there was one that was fairly short to lift from Lakshya. But otherwise it was difficult. I could hear they were talking. I could hear it was Danish, but very difficult to make some of it.
Let's go wide. Yeah.
I feel that
serve,
since it has been 8-all, 7-all, something. I feel Antonsen has been a little bit off. Just like we saw Lakshya in the final rallies of the first game.
Yeah.
And I wondered if it was fatigue. There was this flick serve where he played a smash and had to rush to the short net corner and got killed on him immediately afterwards.
Oh, that's amazing defense. First on the backhand side from Antonsen, then his forehand side.
13-10.
Oh, I couldn't believe he got the backhand one back. No, we're not going to see it, unfortunately. Only the forehand defense.
More. At the same spot.
That's the trouble also, only catching bits and pieces of the coaching, because it could also be that they feel that Antonsen's defense is solid and that it's Lakshya who doesn't really get through the Danes' defense. I think he's had, in general, good quality on his defense, Anders Antonsen.
Oh, I thought that was going right. Just threading it down the line, and I think there's signs that Lakshya Sen is a little bit fatigued. Body language after the rally, but also lack of movement, lunging out. He just sort of fell towards the shuttle, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, we haven't seen many of those, have we? A body smash.
12-13.
That's his tactical awareness coming into play again, isn't it?
And sort of the underlying understanding of the necessity of putting variation in your attack.
So just 1 point the deficit. That's wide.
Serves over. 14-12.
Oh yes. Well, the lift was woefully
Serves over.
short and he got what it deserved.
13-14.
Antonsen's feet on the double service line, indicating that the lift wasn't near the back of the court. There's a challenge here from
Antonsen challenges
Antonsen.
called out. Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 15-13.
That was a strange
Play.
challenge to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in all sorts of trouble.
Service
I think
over.
he slipped initially.
14-15.
Broken strings didn't help his cause. Yeah, bit of wheel spin. Yeah, his right foot just slipped away from him.
Yes.
Oh, now there's a
Lakshya
challenge
Sen
from
challenges
Lakshya.
called out. Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 15-0.
Oh, he was reading that. Still can't put it away.
Service over. 16-15.
And this is where I would like to see the umpire ask the players to speed up the pace.
I concur. Brilliant
Good
smash.
shot.
Brilliant.
Seventeen, 15.
Antonsen knows he has the ability to smash cross court from this position, Lakshya Sen. That's why he's vulnerable down the forehand side, but that was pinpoint accuracy from this man. See, I don't think there's any need. Once the court attendant has been on, there's no need for all of that scuffing of the shoes.
Service over. 16, 17.
Well taken.
Service over.
Just brushing it off the top of the tape.
18, 16.
Well, from 14-12, we've pretty much followed the same score pattern as we did in the opening game. That's wide.
And
He's
the
challenging.
Antonsen challenges called out.
That's
That's the last challenge.
Yeah. Well, assuming he doesn't get it right, is his last challenge in this second game. Yeah.
Challenge
And he's
unsuccessful.
wrong. So he's got no challenges left.
remaining. 19, 16.
Perhaps far more importantly, it's only 2 points away from Lakshya Sen winning this second game
Play.
and sending this to a decider. Oh, that was getting wide. Amazing defence from Antonsen. She's gone long. Game point opportunities.
20.
4 of them
Game
for
point
Lakshya Sen.
16. Game.
1 game all. 21-16.
Second game. Won by Lakshya Sen. 21-16.
Umpire confirmed
1 game all.
that scoreline of 21-16, and we're 4 minutes shy of the hour mark, and it's 1 game all.
especially first few points, एकदम 100% big effort. कुछ irritating points रहेंगे. एकदम पीछे आ गया और फोरहैंड पे इधर पीछे है और आगे आ रहा, 1 ड्राइव इनटू द सेंटर. नेट पे जैसे शुरू में कंट्रोल कर रहा था वैसे ही कंट्रोल. सर्विस भी अच्छा फ्लैट जाएगा इधर से. यू कैन डू लो, यू कैन डू फ्लिप करने के लिए भी 2-3 इंचेस पीछे खड़े होकर. just be patient, be calm, keep pumping yourself. ठीक है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. keep pumping yourself up also. ये दोनों
slå meget, meget hårdt til. Ja, så du skal give den mere end der, hvor du slår den ud her. Så i løft her skal den mere. Initiativ. Præcis. Og vi har de der små bid i. Ja, præcis. Også fordi det gør, at du kan have tid til at han ved så også, at du har tid til at komme frem, så han bliver tvunget til at
Third one, 20 seconds. Fourth one, 20 seconds.
Præcis. Kom så. Nervepirrende, og det er fedt.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So the umpire calls for the start of this third and deciding game. Another one goes long of that back line,
One
far side of the court.
love.
He was ready to pounce.
He was.
Two
And that sheer
love.
threat, I think, forced Lakshya Sen into error. Well, he might scratch his
3
head.
love.
Sloppy start to this deciding game by
Yeah.
Lakshya Sen.
That's good.
Started badly in the first game as well.
Yeah, 4-1 down in the first. 4-love
4
down in
love.
the third.
There's nothing wrong. Anders? Okay. Serves over 1-4. Two, 4.
It's lost its fizz, hasn't it, this match?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
it has.
the opening game was full of drama and excitement and wonderful shots. And it's just gone off the boil a little bit.
There's a lot of mistakes. It seems like.
Oh
Oi,
my
oi,
goodness
oi.
gracious.
Service over.
Oh, that's almost
5,
Yukana
2.
Yamaguchi in the World Championships.
Ah, a half Yamaguchi.
What year was that, Steen?
That was in
Basel.
18.
Oh, it was in Nanjing, was it?
Oh no, it was in Scotland, I think. It must have been 17.
2017, my goodness. How time flies. Ah, this is better. It's going wide. And along.
6-2. Yes.
Good
Yeah.
play by Antonsen. Those
7-2.
little sort of pokes with the racket where there's a very, very little backswing. Able to control his shots. That one.
Yeah, it's a beauty, isn't it?
And a couple of ones before. Look at that again. Waiting to the very last moment. That's the way to control it.
Service over. 3-7.
gone long.
No, it's okay. Serves over 8-3.
Inadvertently stepped on the shuttle. I'm not convinced with your reading of the drift at all, Steve.
No, you don't have to be.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said. That's the shot again you were talking about, backhand.
Again, there are small deceptions on.
Another one goes long.
9-3.
Well, this is certainly not the start that Lakshya Sen wanted, but it's most definitely the start the Dane wanted.
There's been great control on the front court by Antonsen, whilst Lakshya has lost all confidence on the front court.
And this deciding game has only been in progress 7 minutes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one goes long. 11-3 the advantage. 8-point advantage for Antonsen here in this third and deciding game against India's Lakshya Sen.
Når du føler dig presset, så synes jeg, skal centrere, fordi hvis du skal ud mod turen til fordagen, når du føler dig presset, så kan han sende dig en længere løbetur. Og du skal huske helt, du skal spille den rundt, og så vide, efter et femte slag, der kan du finde en chance. Nogle gange er det bagud, så finde chancen, nogle gange frem. Han mixer med, om han kan føre det rundt.
Well, it's a very handsome lead as far as Antonsen is concerned. It's going to take a monumental effort from Lakshya Sen to fight his way back from this sort of disadvantage in the deciding game.
Yeah. That's not often we see Antonsen let go of a lead this size.
Serves over 4-11. Okay.
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic smash.
5-11.
Oh, it's got a new lease of life. Look at that. Just inside the line. Beautiful. Well, Steen, the best that an Indian men's singles player has done when there's been an event staged here in this very arena in Changzhou, you've got to go back 11 years when it was a Super Series event. And the player in the semi-final, AJ Jayaram.
Yeah.
Lost out to Hu Yun from Hong Kong. I think I've seen on social media that AJ Jayaram has just got further education qualifications.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. He's just graduated.
Nevertheless,
Now, what's he arguing about now? 5:11.
Yeah, and they just had a break of 1 minute and 10 seconds here.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Serves over. 12-5.
Good defense. Missed it.
13-5.
you want new? Okay.
Yeah, clearly wide. Lots more advice being offered from Jochen Pearson.
Yeah, that was very specific. There was, if he wants to use power attack, he can do it from his backhand towards the body of Lakshya Sen. But on the backhand side, if he does it on the forehand side, it's becoming a cross low defense. And just to emphasize this, we've just passed 1 minute and 15 seconds break. Again here.
This is crazy. So that's 1.5 minutes in between rallies.
And we played 4 rallies since the interval.
14-5.
Oh, what a great net shot from Antonsen.
15-5.
Yeah, we're going to have another long break here because they're not caught up today.
I think also Lakshya Sen starts to realize that it's probably not going to happen.
Well, 10 points between them. It's a huge deficit, isn't it, to try and catch up in men's singles.
And a very, very strange match.
Good return of serve.
Serve is over.
Antonsen thinks he moved before the serve was struck.
Serve is over. 16-6. Yes. Pipe court, please.
How many rallies, in between rallies, are we not having the court mopped? It's more of the pertinent question, isn't it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Control the front court
17-6.
by Antonsen.
Yeah, very much so. But you see, this is another thing that wastes time. Lakshya Sen was right by this shuttle at the end of the rally. And so was Antonsen. And they both walked away, which means that when the court has been mopped, they have to go and pick up the shuttle instead of handing it back immediately. So as soon as the players are back on court, they're ready to serve. Yeah, that's well played.
18-6.
Yep.
Service over. 7-18.
Well, it was called a fault. Lakshya Sen doesn't realise.
Got the shot on the other side of the net.
But was it called? I didn't hear fault.
I didn't hear fault called, but
I just heard service over.
I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of the match, Steve.
No,
So
I don't think so either.
Lakshya Sen's lost belief.
Service over.
And it's just 2 points that's required by
19-7.
Antonsen to book his place in the second round. And a meeting with the former world champion, Lakshya Sen of Singapore. Nice. Very nice.
Service over.
But surely too little, too late.
19.
It was very, very strange. It looked like it slipped away from Lakshya Sen in the opening of the third game, where he fell behind. And I mean, he was the one with the momentum coming back from a game down.
Nice. Match point opportunities, a whole host of them
Service over.
for Anders
20.
Antonsen.
Match point 8. Service over.
Delaying the inevitable.
9-20. Okay.
So 23, 21, 16, 21, 21-9 in the deciding game. The victory for Anders Antonsen of Denmark. 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Match won by Anders Antonsen. 23-21, 16-21, 21-9.
Umpire just confirming that scoreline, and it was a disappointing deciding game, really, wasn't it, Steen?
Yeah, it sort of fizzled out quite quickly.
But it is this man, Antonsen, who is through to the second round, where he will play against Lakshya Sen, the number 7 seed from Singapore, the 2021 World Champion. So once again, confirmation of that scoreline: 23-21, 16-21, 21-9 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 18 minutes. So welcome back to Changzhou, one of day one of competition here at the Victor China Open. Next up, we have